Welcome into the Lakers Report by Chat Sports. I'm Jeffrey Cooperstein. Great to be with you guys. Luka Doncic made his Lakers debut last night after the trade from the Dallas Mavericks. He was dealing with a calf strain, and he made his return in the win against the Utah Jazz. We'll talk about it here in just a few moments, but before we do, I want to tell you guys to share this video. It would help a lot. It's a free and easy way to help out the Lakers Report. It's super easy as well. You just click the share button, select the Twitter/X icon, and then click post, and there you have it. So help us share the video right now as we talk Luka Doncic's debut. And it was a pretty solid debut for Luka. He had 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, just 24 minutes of action as well. The three-point shot, just 1 of 7 and 5 of 14 from the field. And this kind of happens when Luka has injuries over the course of his career. Whenever he returns from injury, the three-point shot is the last thing that usually comes back because that he'll get his legs under him, and then the three-pointers will start to fall. He has been out since Christmas Day with that calf injury, but made his return, and it was all the pomp and circumstance was really cool. Seeing Luka being introduced in the starting lineup by Lawrence Tanner next to LeBron James, who allowed Luka to go last when they were announcing the starting lineup. So it was all pretty cool to see Luka make his debut there, and Dirk was also in attendance at the Crypto.com arena. The Mavericks played last night, but Dirk wanted to go support his boy Luka in his debut with the Los Angeles Lakers. Dirk was sitting with Luka's dad and his fiance and daughter, so it was cool to see those guys still have a family bond even after the trade. And Luka also honored him with the one-legged fadeaway that he hit there. Luka's kind of added that to his bag over the last couple of years or so. Dirk obviously made that famous, especially during the 2011 championship run with the Dallas Mavericks, and Luka's going to fit right in here. He is a good teammate, and he's already being embraced by his teammates. He was already teammates before this trade with Dorian Finney-Smith and J.J. Redick, both in Dallas, and it seems like he's being embraced in Los Angeles as well. This is what LeBron had to say about Luka during the pregame huddle. He said, "Luka, be your effing self. Don't fit in, fit the F out. Be yourself." And basically what LeBron is trying to say here is, we will conform to you, not the other way around. Luka doesn't have to fit in. Luka is the best player on this team, and he's the one that's going to be driving the ship, and everyone will follow suit. So that was cool to see LeBron show leadership and say that. And then Austin Reeves came out and also said he's one of the best players in the world, if not the best. And that's absolutely the case. I think Luka is the second best player in the NBA next to Nikola Jokic, and seeing him on this Lakers team alongside LeBron, who might be the second best player of all time, is a really cool thing to see, and we'll see if the Lakers can make a run at it here in the next couple of months or so. J.J. Redick also had some thoughts on Luka's debut. He said, "I thought our three main guys did a nice job of playing off each other. Sometimes you can have agendas in a game. I feel like this for our group was a no-agenda game beyond winning a basketball game and playing the right way." And Redick's absolutely right. This game was never really a game. The Lakers got out to an early lead, and the Jazz were never very competitive. I believe it was a 12-point margin at the end of the first quarter, and it never got below that. So it was an easy game for the Lakers to win and an easy game for Luka to ease in. They play the Jazz again tomorrow night, so a couple of more games for Luka to be able to ease in. And look, they got their next player to put up on the Mount Rushmore of potential Lakers players. Luka is going to be the face of this franchise for the next 10 years, and I am interested to see how Luka and LeBron look together long term. I know there was a report from Dave McMenamin the other day where he said LeBron took note of how quickly that Rob Pelinka listened to what Luka wanted, and they went out and got Mark Williams, because LeBron had been begging the Lakers to go use their draft picks to improve the roster, and the second Luka comes in, they already do that and go get Mark Williams. Now, obviously, that trade was rescinded, but LeBron said he took note of that, according to McMenamin. So it'll be interesting to see what the long-term future looks like for the Lakers between LeBron and Luka. But grade it up for me. Back to school, red pen time. Grade Luka's Lakers debut down in the comment section. A, B, C, D, or F. I'll give it a solid B. Look, he obviously wasn't at his best. He's still trying to get his rhythm and his feel back. And that'll happen in these next few games leading up to the All-Star break. And then out of the All-Star break, I think he'll be back. And I can guarantee you he will be full go on February 25th when the Lakers play the Dallas Mavericks. So let us know down in the comments. And we'll get to the rest of today's show here in just a few moments. But first, we need to tell you about our sponsor, which of course is PrizePicks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings. PrizePicks has made daily fantasy sports accessible universal to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Run your game all season long on PrizePicks. All-Star Weekend is almost here, and PrizePicks is the best place to win cash while watching your favorite players during the game and the Saturday night events like the 3-point contest. PrizePicks is also the best place to get action in more than 30 states, including Texas, Georgia, Florida, and California. And they put their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. And when my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. Here's a projection for tonight's basketball slate. I'm going to take the more on Joel Embiid, 36.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And I'll also take the more on Devin Booker, 1.5 3-pointers made. So you can copy my picks, or you can make picks of your own. Just please make sure you do it with our friends over at PrizePicks. Download the PrizePicks app today. Use code CLNS to get a $50 bonus when you play your first $5 lineup. You don't even have to win to receive that bonus. It is guaranteed. Again, download the app today. Use code CLNS to get a $50 bonus when you play that first $5 lineup. It is PrizePicks. Run your game. All right, so what happens now after the Mark Williams trade to the Charlotte Hornets was rescinded? The Lakers have been looking at a couple of center buyout options after the trade. By the way, I don't know if you saw, Dalton Knecht was on the bench last night, and that brother looked miserable after what happened. And it's got to be an awkward situation for him, but hopefully the Lakers can integrate him back into the roster, back into the rotation. But they do need a center now, because now you're looking at the likes of Jaxson Hayes, who played the majority at center last night. You have Christian Wood. You have Christian Koloko. You have Maxi Kleber, who's out for a while as well. So they have those guys. And here's what Shams said. He said, Mark Williams' physical with the Lakers showed multiple issues, and the team failed him in the exam. It was not due to his back, so I wonder if they saw something else. They obviously did see something else that they didn't like, and they failed his physical, thus rescinding the trade with the league. And this is not something the Lakers wanted. It obviously screwed them over because they wanted to go get a lob threat to play with Luka. Luka in Dallas had Derek Lively, had Daniel Gafford, had guys who would play pick and roll with. They would run the rim, and Luka would be able to throw them alley-oops basically at will because it was impossible to defend. Mark Williams would have done that on steroids for the Lakers if he was healthy, but Lakers doctors deemed that there were physical issues that would keep him out for an extended time and maybe real problems down the road. So the Lakers ended up rescinding the trade. This also from Shams. The Hornets have been in contact with the league as they explore options to dispute the Lakers' failed physical assessment of Mark Williams. The Williams-Dalton Knecht trade was nixed Saturday, and now the Hornets weigh avenues to challenge. I'm not sure what exactly that means. Like, what could the Hornets challenge? Does this mean the league would force the trade to go through via an arbitration process? Does this mean the Lakers would still owe the Hornets a draft pick? I don't know exactly what that means, but I guess we'll find out in the coming weeks and months. So as you look at it right now, Jaxson Hayes, who I did think played pretty well last night in Luka's debut, he's your starting center more or less. Then you have Christian Koloko and Trey Jemison, who are both on two-way deals. Koloko obviously had the heart problem last year, so he missed all of last season, been on a two-way contract this year. Has some upside in his game, but when you're relying on him to play some minutes, you're going to be in trouble. So curious to see what the Lakers do. And we have a couple of ideas, so let's take a look at some free agent centers. JaVale McGee is on the list. He was an NBA champion with the Lakers in 2020 and in 21 with the Denver Nuggets. He's old. He's not athletic as he once was, but knows how to play basketball. He can probably give you 10 to 15 minutes a night, which is all you would really be looking for. Last season in Sacramento, in 46 games played, just 4 points and 2.5 boards. So not anything to write home about whatsoever, but JaVale McGee, a potential option for the Lakers, as is Daniel Theis, who was traded from the Pelicans to the Thunder and then bought out. So he is a free agent as well. I've liked Daniel Theis as a backup center for a while. This season in New Orleans, averaging 4 and 4, as well as an assist and decent from the field as well. He's been around. He's played with Boston, with Houston, with the Pacers, the Clippers. So he's been around the league. He's a veteran, knows what he wants to do. Now, he's not going to be quite as much of a lob threat as JaVale McGee or Mo Bamba is, who's the other guy on our list. But Daniel Theis is someone who, like I said, is a veteran, has been around the league, wouldn't take time to assimilate to this team. Mo Bamba, on the other hand, who is also a free agent. Now, he's a more athletic type who could go up and catch those lobs from Luka and LeBron. Hasn't done a whole lot this year with the Clippers, just 4 and 4 as well. Shoots a little bit from 3-point range, but Bamba, not a guy that you're going to rely on heavily after being a lottery pick back, I believe, in the year before Luka was drafted. So Bamba been in the league a while, but not someone that you're going to want to play a whole bunch of minutes. But let me know down in the comments, out of those three, pick one of those guys you would like to sign. Type JM for JaVale McGee, DT for Daniel Tice, or MB for Mo Bamba. Let me know down in the comment section. That'll be it for today's show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's youtube.com/LakersTV. We'll be covering the Lakers all throughout the rest of the regular season and into the playoffs, so stay locked in, and we'll see you soon.